remember me. I am the free. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the free. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Herbert to throw right away. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Chargers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Back to throw. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw now on first down. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ready up. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was a Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that wouldn't be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
And the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7.
Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they meant? And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Walker once more. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A gift for Walker running right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Jalen Armour-Davis getting back there to stop him for a loss.
Corners are known for their ability to cover, but those that'll stick their nose in against the running game, that's a bonus for any team. And what a nice play right there, tackling him for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Going to be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And sometimes you just got to marvel at Can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Herbert now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hand.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Walker with another carry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try for the 1st with Walker. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now they get 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to try and throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Preston Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Chargers 48, Seahawks 17. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A solid stiff arm. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
They'll set up a throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Back to throw here. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Again, it's Walker. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Walker. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On first down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to Donnie Parham. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Herbert. Being chased out left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
still going to go for it on 4th and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Chargers 42, Seahawks 17.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
He'll drop to throw. Williams brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Seahawks.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Come on, back.
Running right, here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and 11. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have power, too.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable, and that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. As his defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no violence. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no violence. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Dollar offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team.